Hello and welcome to Lesson 7 of Cantillation for Megillat Esther. Today we are going to work on the Tlisha Gedolah and Tlisha Ketanah sequences. Again, it bears mentioning that these are not part of similar types of grammatical or syntactical sequences, but I do them at the same time for the simple reason that they look similar, and I learned them at the same time, and they're less common. So I think it just makes more pedagogic sense to chunk them together, since we're going to always kind of perceive them as being alike, even though from a syntax point of view they are actually not alike. But in any case, we're going to start with the Munach Tlisha Gedolah, and I'll chant that, and then I'll move on to the Munach Tlisha Ketanah. So it goes like this. Munach Tlisha Gedolah. Again, I'll do it a little bit more slowly. Munach Tlisha Gedolah. So it's actually pretty simple. Tlisha Gedolah. It's that little up sequence, up and down sequence followed, and it's got a little tail on it. So it's Tlisha Gedolah and a tail. Right? It's not that difficult. Tlisha Gedolah. Okay? Now the Munach Tlisha Ketanah. Munach Tlisha Ketanah. Again. Munach Tlisha Ketanah. And by itself. Tlisha Ketanah. And let's jump right into our text. At the moment, don't get confused by the fact that I've got these purple the Tlisha or Kadma Azla sequences highlighted, because what we're looking at right now is right here, the Tlisha Gedolah. Okay, so let's just do our usual thing with the sequence, chanting the 4 steps. Step 1, we'll chant the trope. Tlisha. Okay, had a little brain meltdown there. There is no munach there, and you knew that already, but it took me a second to figure it out. So let's just chant the Tlisha Gedolah. Tlisha Gedolah. Again. Tlisha Gedolah. Okay? And step 2, we chant the word Lim Human, Lim Human. And we chant the trope again. Tlisha Gedolah. And step 4, Lim Human. And you'll notice again, hopefully you've noticed already, that there's 2 of them. That doesn't mean there's 2 accents. It just means that because Tlisha Gedolah is a pre-positive trope and it has to appear before the word, that doesn't usually mean that that's where the accent is. So right here, this is telling us that the accent is all the way back here on the man, lim hu man, on the 3rd and final syllable of the word. Lim hu man. Okay, and down here we have the same thing. We've got the pre-positive trope placed out in front of the word, but the accent is over here. So thankfully, Trope Trainer is letting us know that the accent is on the syllable V, lehavi. Okay? Tlisha Gedolah. Tlisha Gedolah. Second step, lehavi, lehavi. Third step, Tlisha Gedolah. And step 4, lehavi. Okay, so those are two instances of Tlisha Gedolah on its own. If we go down here, we see an instance here with the munach and this long, what looks like a hyphenated series of words, but it's actually this symbol here is not a hyphen. This one right there and right there and right there, in case you did not know, is called a makaf, which is a fancy way of saying in Hebrew hyphen. Okay, so let's get to it. It's Munach Tlisha Gedolah. Munach Tlisha Gedolah. Now step 2. This is a good one to do step 2 on because it's long. V'yikbitzu et kol na'ara v'tula. V'yikbitzu et kol na'ara v'tula. V'yikbitzu et kol na'ara v'tula. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3. Munach Tlisha Gedolah. And step 4. V'yikbitzu et kol na'ara v'tula. So did you notice on that very long thing, I just et kol na'ara v'tula. I save all the interesting music for the accent, right? And that's the way it always is with trope. You're always going to save whatever is most interesting musically for the accented syllable. Okay, so that's all 4 steps on that. Now we're going to go back here to a Tlisha Ketanah, which I found earlier on in the text. Right here, you've got this. You've got what is actually a Kadma Azla sequence, but because from a grammar point of view, there are other words that belong in that phrase, we've got a Munach Tlisha Ketanah. So let's just chant it, and then we can actually put it together with the Kadma Azla. I'm going to start with just working on these 2 first, okay? Munach Tlisha Ketanah. Munach Tlisha Ketanah. Okay, and now we go on to step 2. Lechol ha'am hanimtzeim. Lechol ha'am hanimtzeim. Okay, and step 3. Munach Tlisha Ketanah. And step 4. Lechol ha'am hanimtzeim. Actually, I think I changed it a little bit. I changed my trope there. Lechol ha'am hanimtzeim. It's interesting that I actually chanted that Tlisha Ketanah 2 different ways because I've heard it done both different ways. And that's actually interesting that I should have made that mistake because from a technical standpoint, it's not really a mistake. It's always important to keep in mind that this is an oral tradition, the cantillation, and Ta'amei HaMikra. Actually, this is the first time in all these lessons that I've used the Hebrew term, the Ta'amei HaMikra, or trope. But because it's an oral tradition, there is no quote-unquote right or wrong, as long as what you're doing really falls within the realm of the system. And if you heard the 2 different Tlisha Ketanahs that I did Tlisha Ketanah. That was the one I want you to learn, but you could also do Tlisha Ketanah. And all I did was I added a little tail with that. It's just a little embellishment. Nothing wrong with it. And if you like that one better, do that one. If you hear somebody else do something else that you like better, again, fine. As long as it fits within the system. I am not the sort of person that's going to tell you that it's my way or the highway, unless I tell you it's my way or the highway, and I'm not telling you that in this case. So if you like one, whichever one you like, just pick your poison. In any case, so let's now put it together. We've already done the Kadma Azla combination here. So I'm just going to skip to step 4 and show you how it all fits together. Okay. Lechol ha'am hanimtzeim b'shushan habira. Okay. So that is our lesson on these particular tropes. We'll come back in the next lesson, and we're almost done. We're in the home stretch here, but we've got a couple more things to go, and I think should be able to wrap this up in about 3 more lessons. So we'll see you next time.